What's ongoing, guys? Welcome to your first tutorial on MySQL. So in order to understand what MySQL is, first we need a little knowledge on something called databases. So like a computer store file. So it's not that the data is just jammed into the computer and it is just randomly lying over there. So a database is a collection of data, and each data is stored into some small units called tables, and each table store the similar information. It's very organized in specific to store data in tables. It would be better if I show you with the example. So let's say we are going to make a website called YouTube. So the YouTube stores, like YouTube have too much of data, each user's details, video link to the videos, comments, favorites, and each other data. So what YouTube do, that they have created separate tables and they store like a table for users where they keep all the user details and stuff, and similarly for videos where they keep all the videos and same for the comments. So tables just help us to organize the data in very specific manner, but it's not the only way to organize data. So the tables are made up of rows and columns, and the columns are like categories, and each new entry goes on a separate row. Like for example, in this case, we can see that the first column is containing all the names. So we can say that the specific category for the first column is name. Similarly, age in the second and profession in the third. And for the first row, you can see that the first entry is traced, age 20, and profession unemployed. So it gives us a clear idea like how the data is stored. So let's say that you want to find the age of Lucky. So you will go into the age column and scroll down until you reach Lucky, and where those two combine, that is our result, that is 27. So that's how the tables are useful to us. But um, let's say we want to make a database for the whole country, and now we are finding like um, we want to find Rahul, whose age is 12 and his profession is student. So a table can have many duplicate entries, and when we enter this query, we'll get around 50 to 60,000 results. So what to do at that time? So here comes the primary key. So all the tables should have primary keys. That is a column containing 100% unique character or something. And no two rows can have similar primary key. So yeah, I will show you with the example like the ID column in our case is the primary key. So in this case, if I want to find a Rahul, so I will enter like find the person with ID 4. So yeah, we will get a result Rahul. And let's say like in India, we have Aadhaar number as our primary key. So if we have a database that contains the data of all the citizens of our country, and we want to find like Sahil whose age is 40, so it will give us the result in terms of lakhs or maybe so. So it will be very simple. Like if like I want to find about this Sahil, so I will simply enter the Sahil whose ID is 2, and we will get a result. And similarly, let's say that yeah, let's say the Sahil had died, and I want to remove him from the database. So if I simply enter Sahil, that deletes Sahil, and all those people who have similar name will get deleted from our database. It's very handy to have a primary key in this case. We can simply mention that delete person with ID is equal to 2, and bam, works done. So before letting you guys go, I would just want to tell you about thing like what is SQL. Is the language that databases use and that we learn to communicate with database. And so what is MySQL? So after learning the SQL language, we can type, open a notepad or Microsoft Office and start typing into it. So we need a special program called MySQL, which understands this SQL language and communicate with the database. And why only MySQL then? There are other softwares also, but MySQL is the best. Like it's free, of course, so it's best. Mm, so yeah, that's all about the background on databases, tables, and stuff. Uh, so we are going to start learning this SQL from the next video. Do check the next video, guys, and please subscribe. See you in the next tutorial.